Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. So the Kingdom Hearts 20th anniversary event is coming right up, and I know there's a lot of speculation on what we're going to see, so let's talk about it. So spoilers ahead, so just a heads up, if you aren't caught up with the games, probably want to do that and then come back to this video, but by then we'll probably know what's coming out. But anyway, so I think a lot of the speculation is going to be Kingdom Hearts 4. I know a lot of people are like, well, we got Melody of Memory, so is it just going to jump straight into Kingdom Hearts 4? How is that going to work since Sora, as we know, is in the world of Unrealities and Quadratum? I know Riku's setting off to go find him. And so, in a lot of ways, how are they going to do Kingdom Hearts 4 without bringing Sora back in? So it's going to be interesting to see how they go about that. Are we just going to jump straight into 4? How are they going to do that? I think another thing that they quite easily could do is do something kind of like they did with Dream Drop Distance, where you would play as Sora's Riku, but in this case you would play as Kairi and Riku. So we know that Kairi at the end of Melody of Memory goes and gets trained under Master Aqua to become a Keyblade Master, so that's really cool. And then we know Riku went into Quadratum to try to find Sora. So in a lot of ways, I could see them doing some sort of Dream Drop Distance-like game with Riku and Kairi specifically, where they're both going through their own little storyline and plot, and it kind of resolves with Kairi becoming a master and then Riku finding Sora, and then that bridges into Kingdom Hearts 4, so who knows. I think another thing they could easily do is take all of the story elements of Union Cross with the foretellers and just Ava and the Dandelions and all of those characters. Like, they could turn that into a movie and probably, or even a game, really. I know a lot of people would think it would be really cool if they made it some sort of playable thing to where people could experience that, because there's a lot of lore in the story that's only on the mobile titles, so hopefully they find a way to kind of bring all that in before we go into Phase 2 that introduce the foretellers and all these characters that no one probably knows. Zigbar being Lushu, a lot of people were like, who's Lushu? But of course, if you know anything about the mobile titles, you know Lushu is a very important character. So hopefully they find a way to kind of introduce those stories and that character arc, because it's really, really important for where the franchise is going. I think another thing they could probably do is introduce another mobile game. I know a lot of people don't want that. We had a lot of that with like Union Cross and everything they did there, but gacha games are really popular in Japan and they're really popular with Square Enix, so I think that could be a possible thing that they do, and I hope they don't, but we'll just kind of have to see. Sarcastically, I bet they'll do like NFTs or something, like, oh, buy this NFT of Sora, and that's like the big thing that within that 6-hour event window, and I'm just like, I hope that's not the case. I kind of really think they're gonna either jump straight into Kingdom Hearts 4 or they're gonna do a Riku Kairi spin-off, but it's not a spin-off, it'll be a mainline, but just to kind of like bridge that into Kingdom Hearts 4. I don't think it'll be like a Sora Riku. I think it'll be a Kairi Riku game that jumps into Kingdom Hearts 4, with Sora returning, of course. So it'll be interesting to see like what exactly they're gonna bring, because I know it's like a 6-hour event and they're not live streaming it, so even, you know, it's gonna be really late here in the States. So just kind of like this trailer's dropping and it's gonna do a late night reaction video if there are anything. I really hope they have something to show, because it's going to be really unfortunate for everyone who's like, oh, 6-hour event, but we'll get something and then we don't get anything. That would kind of suck. So I'm hoping that it's like some big news. Nomura has kind of hinted at that. He's also been working on the 20th anniversary artwork, which hopefully he'll have finished by the time of the event. So, and also Kojima is apparently invited, so he's going, so it'd be really interesting to see if Kojima and Nomura worked on a game together. Kingdom Hearts or not, like, it would just be really cool to see two of the craziest storytellers in video game franchise history, like, to see them kind of coming together and writing a game. So yeah, let me know down in the comment section below, what would you like to see? What are you hoping for? What are you nervous about? I'm putting my cards on Quadratum and figuring out Demyx and Luxord and where do they come from, because we don't have normal names for them, and Luxord seemed to be in the Yozora secret ending cutscene, so it's kind of like there's so many things that they could do with that. And of course, Verum Rex / Yozora look just like Versus 13, so like where's that story going? What is that going to be like? There's so much they could do, so it'll be really interesting to see what's going to be next. So we're going to get a Verum Rex game next. That would be kind of cool too, like playing as Yozora and like trying to figure out what happened to like his friends and just that whole group of people that I think he's looking for. So if you watch the trailer for the opening of Toy Story, the girl gets taken. So like, who is that? And I think she's the star that we see in Melody of Memory. There's a lot. They could do a lot. Anyway, let me know down in the comment section below what would you like to see. So until next time, may your heart be your guiding key.